Okay, so here we are on day 4 at the work site, Sandy's layout, and he has been shopping. More work. So we've got some trees. A lot of this stuff looks like it's from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, something of the sort. He went to one of our hobby shops, Legacy Station, got some telephone poles and some more of these yard lights. We've got an operating oil pump. I think those things are pretty neat. Haven't got one myself, but they're pretty neat. And some ground foam, coarse turf, stuff like that for scenery. So we'll see how we can get this kind of thing going on the layout and incorporate it. He's just having fun. All right, so we're back at the job site, and let's talk a little bit about what we accomplished yesterday. Got a little bit more ground cover down. Not a lot. Mainly on the pop out, which you might not be able to see because it's closed up, but I'll show you that. And I guess we just need to go in for a closer look. Scott got some of these things wired, like this oil rig here. Got that going, pretty loud, but as you can see, he's got the crossing signals there lit up. Got some of these buildings lit up in the downtown area. Looking pretty good. A lot of bushes and these type of tall grass planted. Did a lot of bushes around the bases of these yard lights. He's got his work train over there. We've got under the high tension tower. He's giving me trouble about recording the layout right now. A lot of trees planted. He has a lot of trees. Got his watchtower in place. We'll probably put a couple of people in there. And I'm gonna go into the pop out so you can see. Now, one thing I did with that is I put the ground cover on it and glued it down and hoped that when I opened it today, nothing fell out, and it was solid. I opened it and no grass fell out. Let's go take a look at that. So right there is the pop-up, and you can see it. It's got the track mark that we painted gray for the track that's going to cross there. Probably can't put any ballast there. That's why we did it gray, because that falls in. More tall grass patches. Just tried to squeeze them in anywhere I thought looked good and where water might go to create those bushes all over the place. It's these little details. So the task for day 5 is to get a little bit more done scenery wise. We've got a couple more trees that I can throw up. There's some buildings to put in place, a couple small ones. Get some of his trains in his yard, put back on the layout, and he wants me also to put some people out. So got a little bit more finishing touches to do today, and I'm gonna shut it down and get to work. Some more of the structures put out, like this tank here, which he placed it there. He likes it there, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of foliage around it, some weeds, This right here, this engine house got in place. Scott got it all wired up. And so started putting some scenery around that. Just got some more trees that he has here, just laying here. Put them on the layout before the day is out. A lot more scenery work and buildings in place. This little freight house in the center here, we got that in place with the docks around it. And got some bushes around it. Trying to be steady. Still some scenery items laying around the table. Got to get some of his people out. Get them going. Got this water tower he placed here. I'm gonna move it. And got the pop up there. Got to put that back in place before the day is out. Still working in that area though. Got a lot of climbing that has to be done on this layout. So that can be pretty tricky, but we make it happen. It's got his F7 sitting there, which is our test train for clearance. There were some trees back in this section in the corner there that I had to trim and move in some cases because the overhang of the passenger cars just wouldn't let it be. But yeah, things are coming along. Got a couple more hours to work. Got that big silver tank over there. I said all the tall items will go towards the back of the layout. All right, here we are at the end of day 5. Got a lot done today. And so now we are running the 2 inner loops.
Can you reverse the car of the shuttle? This shuttle car, second vehicle.
Some people back in place. A little bit more scenery, trees planted. And lastly, we wanted to make sure all of the trains were running. And goal accomplished. I think the customer is very satisfied, and it was a fun project. So the customer has said that I'll be back just to do little things around the layout and help out where I can. But the majority of the work is done. All the trains back where he had them, back on the yard track. And I'm gonna call it a night. Okay. All right, we're back at the G-scale layout another day. And the owner has purchased a few more scenic elements that he wants added to various locations. And it looks like Dave has been here. Got some stuff, new things wired up. I see this Ford water tower right here, straight ahead. He's added some plants here and there. Looks like the camp scene is going and has been wired up.